Now, what sort of people are they?
Oh, all sorts of very responsible men in society. Because those who want to progress more in the world, it is they who need the encourage to their source of energy and intelligence.
When you say progress more, progress, let me tell you, is a word that I shy from like a frightened horse, because I hate the idea of progress.
No, the thing is, progress these days results into stress and strain just because man does not incorporate in his activity the inner essence of life. Lack of inner spirituality in the field of activity makes a man, keeps him weak.
But when you say that this taking this capsule makes man progress more, that means what? That means that if he's a millionaire, he'll become a multimillionaire.
From millionaire to multimillionaire, what is needed is more clear thinking,
yes,
and more energy to work,
yes,
and more support from surroundings.
And I want to take all his money off him. I want him to be poor. Because I agree with St. Francis of Assisi that only the poor can understand. You see, there's really, in a way...
Again, that saying has to be properly interpreted. In the process of meditation, one doesn't have to be smart. A very innocent way brings the mind to the finest experiences of thought, and thereby he enjoys all spirituality in the outer world. This is what he meant by being poor, humble.
Dear man, he said quite definitely, the founder of the Christian religion said that it was extremely difficult for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Just because if during meditation he is smart and he is aware of the worldly possessions and or anything, then the mind is not innocent enough to experience the deeper levels of consciousness. The interpretation of the scriptures has to be revised, and what we will find is that asceticism or abstainment of desires and worldly pleasures is by no means a way to God.
But I think it's the only way. The only way.
Then it's not the way for all the people.
In one form or another, yes, for all people.
But then God should be available to all.
Yes, and he is available, but he's only available to the extent that they turn their backs upon the world, the appetites, the ambitions.
Now you are very right.
Right.
But
turn his back on them.
Back on them, but not turn back in their daily living. Only during meditation they turn back to the world and go deep within, and then they face the world with increased grace of God. Turn back to the world is absolutely right, but it is the time of meditation that this happens, not in the general way of life.
I can perfectly well see that what you propose will be extremely acceptable in the world today, because it's what people want to hear. But with all respect, I question if it will work, because this sort of Gadarene rush of materialism to destruction, I don't think will be stopped.
No, it cannot be stopped.
By what you suggest, but only...
No, rush will not be stopped. The fast tempo of modern life will become faster. Only man will be anchored to his inner capacities and the light of God, and thereby he won't feel shaken.
We shall have to see whether it works.
Oh, it has worked in 100,000 people all over the world, and why not it should continue to function?
It may have worked for those people, you see, but the thing is that we still observe that countries like America and Sweden, and this country for that matter, where they exist, the same trend.
The thing is,
apparent.
it's just not possible to check the increasing fast tempo of modern life. It's just not possible. What is possible is to supplement this fast life of the outside activities in the world by the inner silence, by the inner bliss consciousness. And this will not only give man stability in his outer life, but give him ability for greater progress. This is the need of the modern age.
I would say two things about that. One is that the idea of any more progress fills me with unspeakable horror. I would like to stop it.
I want to make progress more fulfilling and more useful to life by the impact of inner silence and increased energy at the same time. We want peace, but not at the cost of progress and life, but peace which will be the basis of greater activity and yet life in greater fulfillment and more joyfulness. This is what my spiritual regeneration movement has brought, this philosophy. And this is not a new philosophy. I count it to be just the interpretation of the original text of the philosophy of life contained in the books of every religion.